to folks in North Carolina. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Citizens Review Board overturned the police chief's ruling exonerating the officers who wrongfully detained a black teacher in June. Jasmine Horne was detained when police mistook her for a suspect with the same last name and a similarly spelled first name. And Jasmine was tracked down, confronted by officers at gunpoint in front of her home, and placed in handcuffs for about 15 minutes.
Your hands up!
I live here. I live here.
What's your name?
Jasmine Horne.
Step out the car. Jasmine Horne?
Yes.
All right, face the car.
I live here.
Okay, face the car. Put your hands behind your back. Drop the bag.
Okay. I live here. What's wrong?
I'll explain to you all.
Grip her hands.
Hold on. Deep breath.
Yep,
Deep
cover. This bag come off? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. You got anything on you? Any kind of weapons, anything like that?
No.
All right. Put her, walk her back to her car and then get a good search.
Is your phone and everything?
Yeah, it's her phone.
Spread your feet. Spread them wider. Keep spreading them. Keep spreading them. Just take a deep breath. All right.
You got anything in your shoes or anything? No weed, nothing like that?
Oh.
Okay.
I don't smoke. I'm a school teacher. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, I'll explain everything to you in just a second.
I just finished working out. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
All right, have a seat for me. Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. Her mom's on the phone.
Okay, who are you?
Now, y'all keep rolling the video. Now, cops were looking for someone who was involved in a stabbing. Okay, so this is also strange. Now, Chief Johnny Jennings initially decided to not punish his officers. This is what he tweeted on April 8th. The actions of the officers who detained Jasmine Horne were found to be within policy of the CMPD, as the officers were acting in good faith with the information that they were provided. Now, folks, it's rare that the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Citizens Review Board rules in favor of individuals who bring complaints against the police. Since 2013, just 7 of 21 appeals, not including this case, have reached the second phase. You know, this right here, when you look at that video there, Michael, I mean, and this is the thing that we always talk about. And if y'all can actually go back to it, this sister is scared out of her mind. They literally could have induced a damn heart attack. And I know people out there will say, well, not sure. Look, I mean, she was hyperventilating. I mean, turn the audio up.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right. You got anything on you? Any kind of weapons, anything like that?
I mean, this sister, again, one doesn't know, one doesn't know the mental condition of someone, but panic attack, I mean, any number of things. I mean, this is what black people deal with when we get pulled over by cops. And, I mean, that sister was straight up terrified, Michael.
Right, and reading about this case, there's still some things that are unclear to me. So, one, they said that her name was similar to the suspect they were looking for, the same last name, but the spelling of the first name was different. Two, it says, looking at the article from the Charlotte Observer, officers tracked down her car, confronted her at gunpoint in front of her home, and put her in handcuffs for around 15 minutes. So, was it the same car? It was the same license plate? What? there's still some elements that are missing here. I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe you have more details than I do, Roland.
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. Her mom's on the phone.
Okay, who are you to her?
I'm her grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay.
Please turn the audio down. So this is the thing that's crazy to me, Jason. When we see these stories, okay, if you're going to sit here and track someone, don't things should sort of like link?
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, you're looking for a stabbing suspect. All you had was a name. That was it. No description, no car. I'm curious, did it just happen? Did it happen yesterday, a couple days? That's bad policing.
Yeah, I was thinking that very same thing about the fact that there was not some intelligence there, and I guess that's kind of a double entendre there, but like that they didn't have the intelligence, for someone with a similar name. It's not even the same name, apparently. And someone I suspect that if you looked in a phone book in the Charlotte area and looked up Jasmine Horne, you'd probably get quite a few people. That's not some, rare name. And the fact that they made that kind of a decision to run up on somebody, they went to her house and they had guns drawn, I think is terrifying for all of us. That somebody with a similar name, could have committed a crime and police don't do their due diligence and they'll just run up on us with guns drawn. That must have been a terrifying experience. And to say that is within the, within the purview or what they do in Charlotte is also, I think, an indictment of the Charlotte police. Those are not best practices. It doesn't seem like to me. I think you definitely would want them to do, better intelligence work to figure out that they're actually going after the right person.
Kelly, this took place, almost a year ago. And I just, again, the thing that keeps just jumping out at me is, this sister was trying to calm herself down. She was, you can see her breathing heavily, trying to bring herself down. And I'm trying to actually pull up a video here. She talked to WCNC in Charlotte where she said that, she is still traumatized. She still has flashbacks. She still, is just, bothered by what happened. And, she should.
She absolutely should. I deal with anxiety myself. In all honesty, today was not a great mental health day for me. And just seeing this, putting myself in her shoes, I can only imagine what she was thinking, what she was going through. Just the total fear on her face. And honestly, looking like she's wondering whether she's going to make it home or die. And it's just like all of this could have been avoided had these police officers done their due diligence. Like, check her ID, check for the spelling, check anything. You have a database in your car to check these things. And it does not appear by the looks of this video that they did any of that. They just saw her and was like, we got her, done. And my thing is, if you have the name of the person, surely you have a picture of the person and what they might look like. Do they even look the same? We don't have the answers to these questions. But again, doing your due diligence could have solved all of this. And then to tie it in with what we were just talking about with the Biden administration, this is where you want to put your money. This is where you want COVID relief to go to. Like law enforcement jurisdictions like this, where they don't do their due diligence with the budget that they already have. So they're just going to have more money to basically harass and frankly abuse more Black people because, again, they don't do their due diligence because they don't much care. I mean, that's scary to me. Not nearly as scared as this woman, but that is just scary to me in general.
And of course, and then this took place right in front of her home. This was an interview that she did with WC.
Horne, a lot of time has passed since her encounter with CMPD last June, but she admits some days she's still reliving that past.
It just brings back a lot of memories and issues that have occurred. This is body cam footage of the moment Horne says officers pulled their guns and detained her after she was mistaken for a suspect who had a similar name. This week, she and the other parties involved shared their version of what happened to members of the Citizens Review Board. And in a 9-0 vote, the board voted in Horne's favor. I was really surprised about that because I was told that most times with the Citizens Review Board, maybe it won't be in the other side's favor when you're going up against the police department. Yet Horne says nearly 10 months since the incident, still no apology from police. I think that giving an apology would mean admitting a mistake. And I think that when it comes to law enforcement, there's a sense of authority that they try to maintain, and they don't want to lose that. Moving forward, she hopes police might prioritize mental health in hopes of creating more compassion and also require police officers receive additional education and training, too. I do think that this will make the police officers a little bit more reluctant to just pulling out their guns and picking up people off the street.
Now, CMPD released a statement on this case earlier this year.
What just jumps out at me, I mean, my goodness. You're in front of your home, you're coming home, and you're staring down the barrel of a gun. Just unbelievably crazy and absolutely frightening. So hopefully those officers are going to be disciplined. And shame on that police chief for just simply allowing them to get away with it. All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches! I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all. All momentum we have now. We have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?